Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect pushing this word and sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. I am just back with another quick lesson, all right, about keeping the faith. Keeping the faith through not only hard times. You keep the faith through your tribulation. You keep the faith through times where the Lord has blessed you, man. No matter what you may be going through, all right, keep that same faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, just like it says in the book of Job, shall we receive good from the Lord and not evil. All right, you're going to go through your, quote unquote, good times and your bad times. But what needs to be consistent in those times, whether it be good or bad, is, your faith. All right, because that's where our strength, lies. We don't have any, strength without Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. If you look at the state of our people, you see, that is so. The only power, that we have, as these, in these mortal bodies, is the faith that the Lord will intervene, in every situation that we go through to help us. They call it divine intervention. You got to believe that, no matter what you're going through, the Lord is going to, once again, intervene and help you. All right, because we can't do it, by ourselves, man. And that faith is strong. Faith is the evidence of things not seen, but the things hoped for. I'm paraphrasing. You got to believe in the invisible. And that's hard for a lot of people because they only can believe what they see, That's why, our people, it's so hard to tell them what is to come because it's not in their face. But for those who have been blessed with the faith, given a portion of faith, we can believe, in the prophecies, and we can believe in the Lord no matter what we're going through because we know He there. Always, But I'm going to start in Matthew 17 and 14. And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man, kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, all right, this man is speaking to Yahweh Shai, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and sore vexed. For oftentimes he falleth into the fire and oft into the water. So, this man's son, had a demon on him, man. He was a lunatic. The equivalent of a lunatic today would be somebody with like a mental disability, like mental retardation. That would be considered to be a lunatic today. He had a demon on him, and the demon would make him throw himself into the fire, make him throw himself into the water. So in a lot of people's eyes, this man, the son of this man would be seen as a lost case. He's just a crazy dude. You know what I mean? But the father believed in Yahweh Shai. He believed that the Lord could save his son. Just like, in these times, no matter what we're going through. Because, when you look at the men that's preaching this word, if you speak to the people that knew them prior, like in the world, a lot of us seem like a lost cause. You know what I mean? No matter what you was doing, whatever lifestyle you was into, a lot of people may have looked at you as a lost cause. That's why the Lord said He came, for those that are sick. We always like lost causes, man. We ain't had no direction. Of course, we ain't had no direction. We ain't had a Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? But when we heard that name, we wholeheartedly believed that we could be, you know what I'm saying, we can be changed, for lack of a better word, into better men. All right, no matter what was deemed, what actions that we committed that were deemed as us, being lost causes, we knew that the Lord could change all that because we were blessed with the faith. Just like this man's father was blessed with the faith. That's why he approached the Lord, because he knew the Lord could help him. It says, and I brought him to thy disciples and they could not cure him. All right. So even though the disciples, they knew the name Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They was doing the work. They was in the faith. They didn't have the ability to heal this quote unquote lunatic at the time, right? It says, then Yahweh Shai answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. You see, the Lord said faithless, perverse as well, but faithless generation. It was vexing the Lord that, there was such a lack of faith. You know what I mean? Amongst the Israelites. Because even if you go back to the Exodus out of ancient Egypt, you had a lot of faithless people, man. That's why they died in the wilderness, man. Although these miracles were being performed right in front of their eyes, they still were faithless. They still had doubt. And you see that vexed the Lord. He said, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Because the Lord ain't dealing with nobody that ain't got no faith, man. All right. As we speak at this moment, we're not in a time where the Lord is going to show you 100 miracles a day for you to believe in them. No, you got to just believe, man. Believe in the invisible, as the scriptures say. And even the apostles, at this time, they were unable to heal the man. And the Lord is going to get into why, So as the Lord said, bring him hither to me. It says, this verse 18, and Yahweh Shai rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. So Yahweh Shai, rebuked that demon that was within the man that was making him a lunatic, at the snap of a finger, right? It says, then came the disciples to Yahweh Shai apart and said, why could not we cast him out? And Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief. And they was in the, quote unquote, in the truth, man. You got to have, faith, man, and belief that you can do anything through the Lord, man. And the things that we going through, it's not like we have to take an evil spirit out of said lunatic or anything like that. The things that you worried about is on a minor level, man. All this little shit, man, that we go through. Of course, it's going to intensify in Jacob's trouble, but all this little shit, man, it's no reason that you should have unbelief, man. There's no reason that you should be faithless. Because the Lord can do anything, man. Whatever you may be going through, the Lord can get you out of that situation in a snap of a finger. As quickly as our Lord Yahweh Shai rebuked this demon that was on the, said lunatic, and the spirit left him. The demonic spirit left him. So when you meditate on the things you're going through, I mean, how quick can the Lord, get you a job, get you a car, get you somewhere to lay your head, There's no reason at all that we should have unbelief. All right. You should be locked in with your faith. You should always know that the Lord is going to be able to help me. But if you're not locked in with that faith and the Lord senses unbelief, you're not going to be able to reach your full potential. As the apostles at this moment were unable to reach their full potential because they had unbelief. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, all right, faith as a grain of a mustard seed. If you brothers, I'm pretty sure you already know, but, if you haven't, Google a mustard seed and see how little a mustard seed is, man. It's tiny, you know what I mean? The Lord said, if you got faith as a grain of a mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove. So the Lord said with, a little bit of faith, just a little tiny bit of faith, you can move a mountain. So how much more if you are fully under subjection of the Lord as it pertains to having faith? If you can move a mountain with the faith as a mustard seed, what greater things can the Lord do for you if you have an immense amount of faith?